welcome now on to video number 2, where I'm going to be talking to you about Pancake Day. Now yesterday, that's Tuesday the 5th of March 2019, was Pancake Day. I love facts, so I thought I'd give you a few Pancake Day facts. I'm sure you probably all know these already, as people, you all seem to be fairly knowledgeable people, but I thought I'd go through them anyway. Pancake Day, of course, is also called Shrove Tuesday, as it says on the calendar. It is immediately before the start of Lent, which is the 40 days leading up to Easter, when religious people of the Christian faith fast, and they do that to replicate the suffering of Jesus over his 40-day journey through the desert. Shrove Tuesday derives its name from shriven, which means to cast off sins. People would go to church to confession, summoned by a bell that came to be called the Pancake Bell. Shrove Tuesday always falls 47 days before Easter Sunday. The reason why Christians fast for about 40 days is because they are allowed Sunday off, although that depends on the person, so some might fast on Sunday, but some don't fast on Sunday. So although it's 47 days before Easter, the fasting is about 40 days. So Shrove Tuesday always falls 47 days before Easter Sunday. So the date varies, as Easter varies each year, as that's based on the lunar calendar. And so Shrove Tuesday falls between February the 3rd and March the 9th. It was seen as the last opportunity to use up eggs and fats before the fast. In France and the US, Pancake Day is called Mardi Gras, or Fat Tuesday. It has been argued that Pancake Day might originate in a pagan holiday, as the round, warm pancakes symbolise the sun and the birth of spring. The traditional English pancake is very thin, and golden syrup or lemon juice and caster sugar are the usual toppings. Now, I'm not a Christian, I'm not religious, I'm an atheist, but I do enjoy any occasion that calls for food. I follow, the sort of traditional holiday periods like Christmas, Pancake Day, Easter, all of those where traditionally people ate. I'm all for that, of course I am. So, of course, just for traditions and old time's sake, I like to follow these rituals. And I think having rituals in our life is a good thing. I think it can give life, a sort of anchor, if you like. And food is a great ritual. So I got cracking. I made American-style pancakes, which are fat and covered in maple syrup, because I prefer American pancakes to the sort of very thin crepes, because I just think thicker pancakes have more flavour and they're more filling. So I'm now going to guide you through the recipe I used. So the recipe I used, and I'll put the link below, so if you're interested you can check it out, is hungryhealthyhappy.com for whole wheat pancakes. And this is the recipe for one person. It was 62.5, very precise. I think on the recipe you can actually adjust portion sizes for each person. So it did make quite a big batch, but it was good for breakfast. You need that to keep you going, really. So just over 2 ounces of wholemeal flour. It said 1 tablespoon of sugar. I made them a bit healthy because I didn't actually add sugar to the pancakes because I was going to add maple syrup, so I thought that was a bit excessive. But you can add sugar to the mix if you want to. A little bit of bicarb soda, very exact. It said 0.13 teaspoons. My math skills is crap, so I'm not entirely sure what that translates to. But it's hardly any really. So just like a really small, like a little pinch of bicarb soda, and slightly more baking powder than bicarb soda, but again a very small amount, 0.25 teaspoon there. 0.5 teaspoon of cinnamon. I used about half teaspoon, and 150 mils of milk. That's a lot of milk, so you might want to use half water, half milk. An egg. 35 mils of yogurt. I use plain yogurt. And about half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So in total, I added this up using good old pen and paper. The milk and yogurt in total came to 185 mils. So what you do then is you combine all the dry ingredients together in a bowl and the wet ingredients in another. I put the wet ingredients in a jug, but same thing. Pour the wet mixture into the dry and whisk until smooth. You then add oil or butter into a pan and you pour in some of the mixture and spread it around to your desired consistency. Once the mixture starts to bubble, you flip it over, and this requires patience. You don't want to flip too soon. I use a spatula to flip it because I don't trust myself to flip it, you know, like that, because it'll probably end up in the bin. The first one I made actually broke apart. It was a dud, but that often happens with the first one, so don't despair. The second two, I made 3 in total. I ate the first one that broke up while I made the other one. So I made 3 in total, but 2 that came out perfectly, and they flipped fine. And I served it with, I spread it with some Greek yogurt, maple syrup, and I used kiwi fruit, and then I folded it up. Or you could make a pancake kind of, what do you call it? My mind's gone. A pancake tier, whatever you call it, you know. Oh, my mind's gone, it's ridiculous. Just call it a pancake tier. And the actual, on the website it recommends blueberries, but you can add anything. For a bit of diversity, you could add cocoa powder if you want to the mixture. You could add a little bit of orange juice and zest to the mixture. You could give it extra texture by mixing blueberries or chocolate chips into the mixture. The toppings are endless, so you could have berry syrup, you could add chunks of apple, you could have it with banana and peanut butter. As these are thick American style pancakes, so you could, if you wanted to make a lighter pancake, you could use half and half with white flour to lighten things up, so it's really up to you. I've got so many more pancakes I need to make. This is just the beginning. Very untraditionally, I'm hoping to make some more again later this week. Because I've got such a list of different ones I want to make. So did any of you make pancakes? Do let me know. And do any of you engage in Lent or give up anything over this period, either for religious reasons or personal reasons? Because some people just give it up because they like to do it for, you know, as it's like traditional. So do you give anything up? Let me know. Do post in the comments below. I've also not forgotten your viewer questions. I realise I don't have time to answer any today, but I haven't forgotten any of them. So if I don't answer your questions straight away, don't worry, I'm going to answer them. It just might take me a little bit of time, so do bear with me. Okay, so I hope you have a good week, and I look forward to speaking to you again next Wednesday. So thank you for watching.